Hello, Flosstube. Today is Saturday, July 27th, and this is Flosstube Update number 75. And like I said last week, I'm at 100 subscribers. I'm a little over 100 now, I think 105-ish, something like that. And I do have a giveaway today. I did get it prepared. And at the end of the video today, I'll be saying a little bit more about that. Um, but so yeah, I have a question prepared and everything, as is the tradition. This is a channel about cross stitch. My name is Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches. Um, and I want to say welcome to my 105 subscribers. Um, and welcome back, and welcome to any new viewers who might be seeing this channel for the first time. Um, I've been doing this for a little over a year, I guess, and so other people I think have like ballooned their in their followers quite a bit over time, and I haven't looked at every single channel that I subscribe to see how many subscribers they have or whatever, and it's really not a competition, but it's nice to have uh, to gain subscribers that way. So 105 subscribers for me, it's nothing to sneeze at. But like I said, I want to get to the giveaway at the end a little bit. But in the meantime, I'm gonna talk about my cross stitch, which is what we're all here for anyway. So first of all, I have a finish. I had talked about the Blackwork Angels, the Prairie Schooler Blackwork Angels. I noticed that I review my Flosstube videos before I do a new one. So I review the one before so that I remember what I talked about, so I don't talk about things that I already talked about. And I've noticed uh, that I sometimes, I don't know if I talk too fast or don't talk loudly enough, clearly enough, but that some of my words get sort of swallowed up. I don't say them clearly enough, and they get kind of, it's kind of hard to hear them, hard to tell what I'm saying. But anyway, I'm gonna try not to do that anymore. But so yeah, the Prairie Schooler Blackwork Angels. I had started with this one first, and now I'm working on this little one with the sheep. She's holding a lamb, and there's a sheep at her feet. So the first one I did was this one here, this that says joy. So I have a finish and a whip in one. I'm doing them all on this one piece of cloth, and it is avocado dye, 28 count avocado dye. I put it in, it was berry dyed at first, but I had two pieces of cloth in a kind of a small thing, and the first one, um, I used the first one for one piece that I did. I used part of it, and it came out actually kind of very kind of purpley whatever. But this one was on top, and it didn't pick up much of the color. It was kind of schmutz. It picked up a lot of the berry schmutz, little seeds and organic matter, I guess, but not much color. The color wasn't very good, so I just re-dyed it in using some avocado skins, and it picked up the color better. Anyway, so this is the first Prairie Schooler. Joy. I'm going to turn it this way just so you can read it a little easier. But this little angel, she's blowing a trumpet. It has the word joy. And yeah, this wing was very difficult just because if it was on Ada cloth, I guess where the holes are clearer, it would be easier because with that all the diagonal and all that, you'd be stitching in the holes anyway, whether it's diagonal or not. But with the 28 count, you have to over two, you're skipping over that middle one, and it's kind of it can be kind of confusing when you're at this angle and you're doing these little squares diagonally. It can be you get to be very careful, especially like where if you've done this row already, for instance, then the one square kind of gets obscured in this corner, and so it can be easy to accidentally skip. You have to just count very carefully. Anyway, so there's the first one I finished, and now I'm working on this second one here. There's the little lamb that Angel is holding. There's this little face, his ear, and one wing. That's as far as I've gotten so far. And there's a little Angel needleminder by that Sharon Metcalf sent me. So I thought it was appropriate. So that's my finish and a whip. And the rest are whips that I worked on this week. Put these over here and hope this cat doesn't, excuse me, doesn't mess with them. Okay, so another whip I did was Needle Bling Designs Christmas Eve Ride. May you never be too old to search the skies on Christmas Eve. And so I started in the middle with this little deer here and worked my way this way. And there's this deer, you can't tell in this picture very well, but he has a red nose, and the others all have black noses. Anyway, and I went down to do this house. And there's, it's kind of hard to see, but there's some white, that are supposed to be snowflakes that are falling all around these deer. You can kind of see them between the houses here. Yeah. But, I haven't gotten to that part yet, but I think, I'm probably going to, just, carry the threads in the back between those white dots, because I was looking at the pattern last night or the other night, and they're kind of far apart and out in the middle of nowhere, and so I'm probably gonna just carry the thread in between them. So this is the deer I started with, and I worked my way to the front edge, and I did do his little red nose there. I haven't done the other black ones yet. But I had the red thread out because I'm a color completer. And I did this little house. So you can kind of see the roof here. It's a darker brown than the deer. And there's the chimney. And this is these are all Week Star Works colors. This one is mocha. This is mocha. And this is Swiss chocolate. And this red is Lancaster red. I really like it. It's a nice color. I'm not a big fan of red in general, but I really like this shade of red. This is Lancaster red, and the windows that I've done the parts I've done so far, this is honeysuckle. And they'll have this Swiss chocolate is what's missing. It goes around the windows and the rest of the door. And then there's, like I said, there's a line of white that goes across here that's going to be the suggestion of snow. And the bottom of this design underneath all the buildings. There's a line of snow that goes across here. And then, like I said, those individual snowflakes that are throughout this design. So yeah, so that's coming along. Working on this little house. Excuse me. So I have the around the windows and the rest of the door to finish, and this house will be done. And then I think I'm gonna move on to the white, and then eventually I'll do the rest of the deer. There's 2 more deer, and then Santa sleigh and all that stuff. And there's another needle munch from Shermatco. So then the other thing I did was last night I worked a little bit on, although it's hard to tell, on the Teresa Kogut Freebie, the ones you love. The snowman holding the bunny. I did just another couple of lines down here on the bottom of the snowman. It's like I said, it's hard to tell, but I did about I think I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 done. Or I was in the middle of working on the 5th line, and then I did the 6th one, and I'm on the 7th line right now from the bottom. So yeah, that's a big snowman. There's a lot of this stuff, and eventually up here he's wearing a scarf, and so the scarf comes down here. But for the most part, it's just lots and lots and lots and lots of snow. Yeah, so that's coming on. And this needle minder is one I bought at, I think, at Hobby Lobby. No. Yeah, Hobby Lobby. And then the other thing I did was this bookmark. This is from the I think it's called Ultimate Cross Stitch. The book I found at Hobby Lobby. It has lots and lots and lots of patterns. A lot of them are full coverage, but they have some other things in them, and they have a section on florals. And the designer is Maria somebody. I think I mentioned it if not last week, the week before maybe. But anyway, so there's some iris designs, and I want to do this, I'm doing this bookmark here. The only thing is that in these other designs, there's sort of this purple base, here. Like, this is a design for a coaster, and this is a design for like a, what do you call it? A diary cover. And I just realized that this little line across here is a flaw in the printer. You can tell over here. But anyway, but the bookmark here has one at the bottom and then this purple band at the top. And when I was doing it, when I was looking at the design, I thought, well, why does it have this purple band in the middle of it? Because it's not like the flowers. I don't know. It just didn't make much sense to me. So I'm doing it without the band in the middle. But that meant duplicating some of this like blue and white that's above and between the flowers, and that makes it a little bit more slow going. What I did was it's exactly 6 squares long, so I'm sort of duplicating 3 lines below and 3 lines above, and having them meet in the middle and just faking it, kind of. But so that's so like I said, this is the design that I'm doing, and I just got a little bit of a start on it here. And so in the middle here is I've done one color here, the white, or no, light blue, and there's another shade that goes in some of these blank spaces here, and then this is just one of the green fronds there. So So it was a little, like I said, right in here is where I'm duplicating, eliminating that bar and duplicating stuff. But so it doesn't look like much yet. Oh, and these needle minders I want to talk about. I made a few needle minders while I was preparing my 100 subscriber giveaway thing, and I didn't get the other one out. But this is my cat Cyrano's tag. I don't know if you can read it. It says Cyrano Martinez, and this is the address of my first apartment in Little Rock, and my phone number. Oops. But yeah. But the other one says Hotspur on it. But they look like this. They were tags I bought at, PetSmart or someplace like that. You could personalize. Anyway, and I had them after the cats passed away. Hotspur in 2013 and Cyrano in 2018. No, 2014 and 2018. But so I kept their tags, and for the long time I just had them on my keychain, and I came across them today, and I thought, I'm gonna make needle minders out of those. So yeah, this one is Cyrano, and I have an identical one for Hotspur. And now that brings me. Oh no, I have one more thing I wanted to talk about just real quickly. Some of you might remember this little wooden medallion thing. I tried to do this for my nephew. I don't know if it's last Christmas or the Christmas before. Last Christmas, I think. And I was gonna do this little sort of mountainish scene or whatever, outdoor scene for him. And I was starting to do it, but I found it really difficult. You have to use 3 threads because the holes are rather large, And what I found difficult was I think I broke or bent a needle trying to do it. And what's difficult was getting the needle under the thread, to end a thread or whatever. It was really, really hard. And it was very frustrating. So I quit. I stopped doing that, and I just recently pulled them all out because in this little kit, it doesn't come with the threads. It just comes with the medallion and a little booklet with some design ideas, and that's about it. But in this kit, this donut even, I think is pretty appropriate for my nephew. Donuts, he likes, sweet snacks or whatever. But this is very pink. And so I think what I'm going to do is find a brown color, and so I might have to make all the sprinkles a different color, and the words, a different color. But I think once I pick the colors, I think, it's slightly easier. I'm still going to have the problem of trying to work with this medallion, but I think I might do some kind of waist knot or something, I don't know, different to make it easier to end threads on that. But anyway, that's my idea. I just have to pick some colors that will work a little better, I think, than so I won't be using the pinks. So now, I have come to my little 100 subscriber giveaway thing. And the question I want you to consider is, are you going to give anything, any cross-stitch type gifts to any of your family or friends for Christmas? Or some people I know are doing ornaments for themselves, like the Blackwork angels. I hope to do them all as ornaments and put them on our tree or if I decide to finish them in some other way, you know, put them around the house as decorations or for Christmas or something like that. But hopefully I'm going to do them as ornaments for our tree. But so are you. The question I'm asking then, that I would like you to answer in the comment section is, are you going to be giving any cross-stitch gifts for Christmas, or ornaments for yourself, or nothing? You know, if you're not doing Christmas stitching or anything like that. Several people are doing sort of Christmas in July kind of stitching, Christmas in July, or whatever. And I'm kind of doing that because I thought, well, you know, I don't have the hashtags, you know, on stuff I'm stitching, and really, you know, I've been kind of lax about posting. I did post the Blackwork Angels finish, but I haven't posted as much. But I have found that the things that I'm doing in July, I started doing Christmas gifts and Christmas related stitching. So yeah. So like I said, if you're doing anything Christmas related, you know, whatever, ornaments for yourself, things to give away, whatever, let me know in your comments, and that's the question for the giveaway. Okay, so I have a sort of Christmas themed giveaway idea. Now, the first thing, this is not Christmas themed, but I'm giving away this little elephant needle minder. I can't turn around. Yeah. So, because, you know, Fanta, this is sort of, you know, I love elephants, and this is kind of elephants are kind of my symbol thing. This has a little thing because it's meant to be like a pendant, you know, and I didn't cut it off because I wasn't sure if it would, if I removed it, if I tried to remove it, whatever, if it would, because if it would look kind of funky, because it's this sort of brown in the back, and I didn't know if that was what was underneath, you know, if I removed it or whatever. But anyway, that's a little elephant, bejeweled. And then, in keeping more along the lines of Christmas and winter and whatever, there's a little penguin, and he is also a needle minder. Funny thing, when I was making these needle minders, you know, these things are very strong. These magnets are very strong, and so I was, you know, having to pull them apart to make them and everything. And these little ones, they you know, they'll jump out of all of them will jump out of your hands if you get a little bit close, they'll zoop, you know, and suck onto each other. And I had about 4 of these little ones, and the 2 that I had in my hand zipped over to, I don't know if it was on the backs, it might have been on the back of this, because this magnet has a little chip in it. But these other magnets jumped onto this one, you know, onto the magnet, and broke. The magnets actually, the other two of them, just like cracked down the middle. I didn't know they were, you know, breakable that way, I guess. But yeah, they did that. And and I was like trying to get to see if they would go back together, because I thought, well, I can glue them, and they can, you know, like I can use them for myself and just, you know, glue them back together, you know. And I fussled around with them, and they kind of like, you know, didn't quite match up exactly right. I don't know if the polarity changed when they broke or whatever, but I don't know, I couldn't quite get them. I tried turning them around, they're doing this and that and the other. Yep. Okay, so the other thing I did was I went to the attic and I bought these little Christmas scissors. And if you look, there's little wreaths on them. So they're very nice little scissors. And then I made a scissor fob. And this is it's kind of long, but it's also very kind of Christmassy. It's red and green, and there's a few little white crystal kind of things in there. There's a little heart at the top, and then just a bunch of red and green beads, and there's a little elephant charm on the bottom. There. So anyway, this is and it has a sort of lobster claw attachment, so easy to remove if it's too big and gets in your way. But anyway, so then the pattern. And it's this little, I got it from the attic also. Little House Needleworks, Deer Valley Inn. It's in their sampler tree ornament series. There's a little deer and a tree and a house. And, yeah, it says in 1781. But, and it calls for classic colorworks, but there's also a DMC alternative list there. And it was finished, and it was stitched. The model was stitched, and it was finished by our own Vanna Pfeiffer. Yay! So, yeah. It's a Vanna Pfeiffer style finishing. And her own stitching for the model. So that's part of the giveaway. So then the final thing, and I got this also at the attic, but I don't know if they're, but it's just a little zipper bag. So all those pieces will be in this zipper bag. And I got this at the attic. So, like I said, if you want to be considered for the giveaway, just comment about what you plan to do as far as stitching goes for Christmas. If you're planning on giving Christmas related gifts, cross stitch gifts, or you're doing ornaments for yourself, or whatever your Christmas plans are for cross stitching, and I'll send you all this. The needle minders are attacking each other. In this lovely zipper pouch. I'll mail it out to you. If you'll answer those questions, and I'll pick a winner and next week, and then the winner can send me their mailing address, and I'll put my email address below also. So I'll do the drawing next Saturday. So you have a week to put your comments in and tell your friends, and have them subscribe also. and yeah, so that's my 100 subscriber giveaway, is this Christmas type gift. Okay, so I think that's about it. Just so like I said, let me know in the comments what your Christmas plans are as far as cross stitch goes, and I'll use either the random comment generator or some similar thing to pick a winner. And all the standard things apply. Don't say giveaway. It'd be nice if you like the video, but you don't have to. And it would be nice if you're a subscriber. And it would be really nice if you're planning on stitching this design. So yeah, so let me know, and thank you so much for being subscribers. And I think that's it. I will see you next week. Thanks. Bye.